Am I live? It says I'm live. I'm live. Hello, Dragonlings. Welcome to my Sunday morning live stream. For those who don't know, I am Sky. I write urban fantasy D. Haggis, which is my YouTube channel name. And today I'm going to be doing a Camp NaNoWriMo Tag, which was originally created by Haley Bascom. And I'm horrible with names, so I apologize, Haley, if I got your last name wrong. And then after that, I'm going to be doing some writing sprints, some 15-minute writing sprints. Sorry, I'm moving things out of the way. My daughter decided to come over here and check out what I was doing. And I got to take that off so I can hear her talk to me. Anyways, if you are watching this live, welcome. We're going to be doing some questions, and then I will be posting time slots in the live chat to tell you when we're going to sprint, and we'll be doing 15-minute sprints. But first, let's go ahead and do this tag. Camp NaNoWriMo is in July, from July 1st to July 30th, 31st. So I figured that would be perfect time to do this tag. So here we go. Question 1. What are you working on for this year's Camp NaNoWriMo? I am working on 2 different projects. I am working on the project I am currently finishing up writing now, hopefully this month. I've got about 13 more days to finish it, so I'm hoping I can get it done. And that is Mage's Sacrifice, which is a urban fantasy aimed toward young adult audiences. And then I will also be working on another standalone novel called Tangled Fates, which is also an urban fantasy aimed towards YA audiences. Question number 2. How many Camp NaNoWriMos have you participated in? I do not know off the top of my head. I do not know off the top of my head. I can double check that though while I answer other questions. Question 3. How will you be tracking your progress? I am using Scrivener for both projects, and I will be tracking my word count. Camp NaNoWriMo allows you to check by word count, by hours worked, by page numbers, and a couple other things, but I always use the word count. All right. So my first Camp NaNoWriMo, going back to question 2, my first Camp NaNoWriMo was in July 2014. I have participated in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This will be 7. This will be my 9th Camp NaNoWriMo. So that answers question 2. We just answered question 3. So question 4, what's in your bag? What are your writing must-haves? Currently, my writing must-haves are my handy tablet, which I've been using to write everything on, and it's making noise now because I'm mishandling it. And it comes with its own mouse. I have my laptop, which I am doing this live stream on, and I will have to take a picture to share on Facebook and Instagram of how I've been setting everything up so that I can use both at the same time. And the reason I say I need both is because I've been doing a lot of live streams, whether I've been watching them or taking part in them. And I watch the live stream on my laptop, and then I write on my tablet. As far as writing stuff goes, I have a pad of paper and a pen, which I use to track my word counts during different sprints. I have Scrivener, which is what I've been writing in. I sometimes write in Word, but I'm trying to completely switch to Scrivener. I have my flash drive where I back up my work. I have my external hard drive where I back up my work. So that is also what I do. If I am doing sprints on my own, I have my phone, which has a timer on it, and I can track my sprints that way, or if I'm following on someone else's sprint, they usually call out times. On my own, I'll be calling out my own. Question number 5. What kind of cabin are you in? How did you choose your cabin? And if you don't have a cabin, why not? So in April, I joined Claire Cotter's cabin. And again, I apologize if I'm getting names wrong. I'm really horrible at pronouncing names. Sorry. And I absolutely adored her cabin. I have no idea. It was a private cabin that I was invited to. And I have no idea what she was using. She was just inviting people that she knew from live streams and writing programs in real life. So I don't know. Other than that, I don't know what the parameters were. But this time she is on a trip. So yesterday after Alina's live stream, Alina Popescu's live stream, we were having a chat amongst ourselves, the whole bunch of people that have been participating in Alina's live streams. And we were talking about cabins, and then, wow, this is why I don't do live stuff, because I cannot remember what I'm talking about. We were talking about cabins, and Alina made the suggestion that I create a cabin. So I went ahead and created a cabin. And the only thing I'll be doing is if you want to join, you're watching this live stream. Of course, there's a couple people I've already invited. I'm like, hey, send me your NaNoWriMo name and I'll add you. But if you're watching this and you want to be part of the cabin because you don't have one yet, feel free to send me your NaNoWriMo name and I will add you to that cabin. There really isn't a parameter set up. We're going to have people doing all kinds of crazy word counts. We're going to have people tracking their word counts different ways, or tracking their progress different ways, I should say. So all are welcome. Last question, question number 6. Camp NaNoWriMo versus NaNoWriMo. What do you prefer? What do you do differently? Which do you prefer? I'm going to answer the second part of this question first. Which do I prefer? I like both. I don't have a preference between either one. Usually with both, I set my word count to 50,000 words. And so I basically do them both exactly the same way. I do like the cabins. I do like the chat that allows you to talk with everyone who's in your cabin and basically encourage each other. It's a little bit harder to do that during regular NaNoWriMo. I mean, it's not impossible. It's just a little harder. What do you differently? That's pretty much it. I basically already answered that one as well. The only thing I do differently is that I participate more in the chats with the cabin. So, hi, Natalie. I didn't even notice because I've been paying attention to the questions. I didn't even notice that you were watching. I'm sorry. I'm a horrible person. Welcome. We're going to start the first sprint at 15 minutes after the hour. So let me add that to the chat real quick. First 15. Sorry, I'm not typing, say that out loud. Why is your stuff in there? Because I put it in there. Gwen, if you're not going to watch TV, you need to turn it off. Oh, okay. Didn't know she was awake. All right, sorry about that, guys. Okay, let me get the timer set up because we've only got about 5 more minutes before we get started. And I gotta get my tablet set up too. Let's not do 30 minutes. 15. Okay. All right, so got this out. What about you guys? What are you guys doing for Camp NaNoWriMo? Go ahead, and I posted the tag questions down below, and you are more than welcome to answer them either in the chat or do your own video on your channel. I'm having difficulties here. Why am I having difficulties? There we go. I'm trying to move things out of the way so I have room for my tablet. It's not working in my favor. Okay. Oh, that's right on. That's nice to know. Thank you, Natalie. You make me feel better. So we're not doing Camp NaNoWriMo yet, but what is everyone else working on for Camp NaNoWriMo? Are you participating in Camp NaNoWriMo? Natalie says she's working on edits right now. I am basically doing that. I'm doing a rewrite, and I'm adding a lot of stuff to this draft because I had a major plot hole show up. Wakey, wakey. And I don't want to shut it down. Oh, fudge, I shut it down. Oops. Guess I'm going to restart my tablet. Hi, Alina.
Where are they?
They're in the chat box. My youngest is being nosy. Rewriting and then second draft. Okay. That's cool, Alina. Like I said, I'm doing sort of a rewrite, sort of an edit, and sort of regular drafting. Because, again, I'm adding a lot of stuff in that wasn't in there before, which is part of the redrafting. And then I've got parts I'm leaving in from the original draft. And then I have parts from Camp NaNoWriMo in April that were dictated that I'm editing. So I'm doing all three at once, basically. Because I like making my own life complicated. But this will be the third and final draft before I do one hard edit on paper. I'll print the whole thing out and do one hard edit on paper and send it off to my editor. So there's that. All right, only 3 more minutes left before we do a sprint. And maybe my tablet will be up in time so I can actually, participate. And maybe my mouse will work.
Here's my corbin. Lizard. Lizard. Lizard.
That's not quite right, child. Nice try that. Oh, goodness. She has decided to stay in here with me and write random words, and she's taking the table. So I apologize for that. And for those of you who are in the morning, like I am, it is 10 a.m. my time. Quit it, please. I have been awake all of 30 minutes, maybe. And I haven't had caffeine yet, so excuse me while I take a drink. Normally I'd be drinking Pepsi. I'm not a coffee drinker. Sometimes I'll drink. Gwen, come here. I've been told you have to wave if you want to stay. Come. Say hi.
Hi.
You gotta stand into the camera. Say hi. Wave.
Hi.
You're silly. Love you.
Love you too.
Okay.
Cereal.
And of course, now my oldest is gonna come in here and say hi. What about cereal? You can get it yourself, if there is any. So yes, we're gonna have to go grocery shopping later because I can't deal with no Pepsi. And the only reason I'm drinking Monster is because there is no Pepsi. Yeah. We only have a minute to go before we start writing, y'all.
And we need milk.
This is my oldest. For those who don't know, my life has been fun lately. Their hair is so short because 2 weeks before school ended, we had a really nice, fun time. Oh, it's 10:15, so I'll continue the story after our writing sprint. So I'm going to go ahead and set my timer. Everyone can write except me because my tablet is still trying to boot up. So go on and write or edit. Some people are editing. Time has started. Because you type.
There's a new one? No, there's the new cat. Hi. Oh my god. This is new. Hey, Monty. I didn't eat it. I'm just looking at it. Hey. Mommy.
And that is time, everyone. And it's funny because I just finished that sentence. I'm one of those people that even if a timer goes off, I have to finish the sentence before I stop writing. Otherwise, I'll lose track, and I have to. Yeah. My mind does not work that way. I have to finish a sentence. So how did you guys do this writing sprint? Probably did better than I did, though I can't complain too much. I finally got my tablet up and running. Open Scrivener. Hi. And I got everything ready to go. I finished up the last little bit I needed to finish the chapter before. Started on a new chapter. This is a chapter I will be both writing, drafting, and editing all at the same time because now I'm working on a chapter that I originally dictated, and it was 6,000 words long. And I am splitting it into 2 chapters, as well as cleaning up the beginning portion a little bit. But mostly it'll be what I dictated, edited. So my word counts are probably going to be off for the rest of this video. But I ended up writing 249 words. How did you guys do? What did you guys get done? And forgive me, I'm having breakfast of champions. I'm eating sour cream and onion chips left over from D&D last night while she's eating cereal. There's not much milk left, so I didn't get cereal. Glenn, Grace, Childling of the Candy Corn. Sorry. I'll get your name eventually. Go around. Milk does not belong by my computer. And I really want some Pepsi. So I am going to write my word count down. You're silly.
Can they see us?
Yes, they can see you.
What?
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Mm-hmm. Go eat your food. Go. Natalie, that's cool. You edited 123 words. Jeez, I was reversing your word count. Jeez. I am not awake. That's my excuse. And this monster isn't helping. I really need Pepsi. Really need Pepsi. Fact checking is a good thing. So what I do when I know I need to do more research, I do brackets and I'll put like research blah blah inside the bracket. And when I'm ready to go back, and I'll also make a note in a notebook so I can do all my have all my research stuff together. And then I'll go back when I'm editing and research what I need to research. Unless of course it's like affecting an actual plot line. But most of the stuff I need to research half the time is like small pieces that, like if I left it out, it wouldn't like matter kind of stuff. Coca-Cola. My sister drinks Coca-Cola, and there is a bottle of Coke here, but I am not a Coke drinker. This does not taste the same. You can keep your Coke. More Coke for you. All right, I figure we'll start the next sprint, at the 40 mark. So we got about 6 more minutes. Oh, I was going to tell you the story about why their hair is short. So their hair is short because you never said you were going to give it to me. That's good because I don't want it. I will send you mine. How about that? Because it hasn't been drunk. And actually, no, I will not send it to you. I will not torture you that way. It's been there for a couple months because we do it D&D every other weekend at my place. And since my sister and my brother-in-law drink Coke, we bought a bottle of Coke. Except for every time for the past 4 months that they have met at our house for D&D, they have brought their own. So it hasn't gotten drunk. So it's at least 4 months old. It's never been open, but it's at least 4 months old. I won't torture anyone that way. We'll drink it here eventually, maybe. It might be there when we move. Next 15-minute sprint is going to be at the 40 mark. And my phone keeps beeping at me, saying I have a message. What does it want? If you are watching this and you are a dad, happy Father's Day, because today is Father's Day, which I didn't realize when I set up this live stream. Yes, I could use it as cleaning supplies, and maybe I'll do that when we move out. If it's still here when we move out about this time next year, I will use it as a cleaning liquid. So I've been distracted 3 times from the story about why their hair is short. Their hair is short is because 2 weeks before school got out, my youngest came home with a head full of lice. And my head's going to start itching now that I'm talking about this. And we couldn't get rid of it. So we shaved their heads. We got rid of it.
But not all of it.
Yes, we did. It's all gone. And then, of course, when we get rid of ours, my sister contacts me and she's like, we're not going to do D&T here because my children have lice. At this point, my kids have stayed over there a couple of times. Her kids have not stayed over here. But she has a bigger house than we do. More room. But we don't know if mine gave it to theirs or if theirs gave it to mine or if they just got it separately at different schools. It went rampaging through the school, like I said, 2 weeks before school got out. So it's been fun. So much fun. Yay. But now we spray everyone's hair with a preventative, including the adults. So every day I go to work, my hair smells like rosemary. So much fun. So much fun. But for those who don't know, the reason I keep saying that when we move out is because in May, my grandmother passed away. We went up to Montana for her funeral and her wake. And they are deciding what to do with the property. My grandmother had 20 acres with a house on it. It's in the mountains, so it's all up, down, up, down, up, down. It's really hard to get to because the road is a straight uphill climb. Eventually, I will edit my video of us walking up said hill and dying. But my mom and my dad have their own 21 acres, about 10 miles up the road, maybe that far. So they don't want to move up there. And my aunt doesn't want to live in Montana. She's used to traveling, so she doesn't want to live there. So Justin and I, my husband and I, and the girls are going to move up there. So they're going to complete this school year coming up, starting in August, ending in June. And then we're going to be moving up to Montana. So yeah, I will have a different background in a year. In fact, actually, I'll have an office in a year because I think it's 4 bedrooms with the add-on because my grandparents added on a bunch of stuff. So yeah, maybe I'll do a tour. My husband and I are going up there again in August, and I'll do a tour of the house. Not the inside, but the outside. I've got pictures, but I don't have video clips, or a lot of video clips. All right, it is 40 after the hour, or 20 before the next hour. So let's go ahead and write for 15 minutes, starting the timer now.
thought she only had 3.
All right, everyone, that is time. I'm going to finish the sentence real quick, and then I'll chat with y'all. Go ahead and let me know how you guys have fared, what kind of word counts you guys have gotten to, how many you've edited, what pages you've edited, and all that fun jazz. All right. I did. Oops, wrong thing. Wrong thing. I wrote 440 words this word count. And I have my word count set for each session, each writing sprint. I try to make as close to 500 words as I can. So I really like Scrivener in the fact that when you try to look up your word count, you can set it for different things. And I set mine for 500, and every sprint I reset it. Like the progress bar, it starts off red, turns yellow, turns a darker yellow orangish color, and slowly turns green. And right now, it's green. I like that. So 440. I'm going to write that on my notepad. And Natalie, you did 223 words. That's awesome. That's awesome. Honestly, any words are good words. So there is that. Let me reset my word count thingy. So the end project word count for this particular story is 70,000 words. And currently I have just over 35,000. So I'm about halfway there. I think I am halfway there, actually, having hit 35,000. Yes. However, I've still got a long way to go. That being said, the last 3 chapters are already written, but because I don't have them included in the compile, which means that if I were to try to transfer this document into, let's say, Word, they would not be included. I actually have more words written, but I have a feeling I'm going to have to edit those 3 chapters that are already written before I can add them in, and that's why I haven't included them. So I have 35,000, not including some of the chapters that are already written. Basically, all I've gotten included in the compile right now are chapters 1 through 13, which is what I've worked on this month. Chapter 14 is the one that I said I'm splitting into 2, and I'm looking back and forth between it and chapter 13 to write chapter 13. Replying to a message now. All right. Do you guys want to start the last one at 5 after the hour? Does that sound good? Let's go ahead and do that, which is us about... Actually, we'll just start it on the hour. We'll start it exactly at 11. It gives us a couple more minutes to relax, but I don't really have anything to talk about. I did that tag at the very beginning of the movie. Talked about my cabin a little bit. So I guess we can go ahead and do the last sprint, because we're only going to do one more on the hour. So we got another minute to go before we do the last sprint. Go ahead and write it here. And it's going to be another 15-minute sprint. So got a little less than a minute to go, and we'll do this last sprint. So, and then I guess I'll do a little bit of talking afterwards. My daily writing goal is about 1,000 words, so I might watch a couple other sprints after this live stream is done to get to that word count. I'm almost there now. Maybe I'll hit that point with this last sprint. We'll see. But I try to write at least 1,000 words a day. Yesterday I wrote a total of 2,408 words. I did the live stream with Alina, and then I watched another live stream. So that's what gave me that total. And it is time. So let's go ahead and do this last sprint. We're going to do last 15-minute sprint and starting now. Yes, tomorrow. Unfortunately, this is the last sprint for me, at least. But you're welcome to rewind the live stream and watch from the beginning. Sorry. Thank you.
So you can hear them with that?
Mm-mm.
Are they talking right now?
Mm-mm. We're writing.
Oh.
Yeah, we got that much done. Okay.
What did she say? What is it? No. 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 I'm saying no. You stop.
All right, everyone, that is time. I was trying to finish this sentence. Okay. How did you guys fare? Did you guys get some words written and some pages edited? What'd you guys do? I realized I didn't finish that sentence. I wrote 413 words this time, a little less than last time's, but my little bar is in the green, so I'm okay with this. So 413. And total today, I have written, using a calculator on the computer. Total, I've written 1,102 words, so I am happy with this for 3 sprints, 15 minutes long. Whoa! Just threw my pen on the ground. It's actually pretty good since my word count goal was 1,000 words a day. How about you guys? How'd you guys do? Tomorrow, I'm sorry you just joined. Catching up on Facebook groups, that is important. I did that. I need to do that next because Facebook keeps beeping at me. 295 words. Sound effects, yes. Yes, even now, my youngest is going, Mommy, 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 trying to get my attention. Give me like 5 more minutes, kiddo. Okay? There's been lots of sound effects on my side. I'm sorry. Sorry. That's what happens when you have kids, though. If I do future streams, maybe what I'll do is the animal sound effects. Oh, those are different sound effects. I don't have animal sound. Well, I have an animal. Where's he hiding? He's behind me on this side right now. I don't know if you can see him in the camera. There he is. Right there. That's Corbin. But he doesn't make a lot of noise. In fact, actually, I haven't heard him make any noise yet. I got up this morning. He was hiding in his rock. He's probably waiting for me to feed him. I'll help you spell stuff in a little bit, kiddo. But, alright. So that was the last sprint. Natalie, you did really good, even with all the animal sound effects. Tomorrow, have you done a live stream recently? I'm not getting notifications about your live streams. That's the reason I was asking. Because I thought I have notifications set for yours, but maybe I don't. I gotta go double check and see which ones I have notifications set for. Natalie, you're going to just start doing live streams in August. I cannot wait. Maybe I'll be able to join them. A lot of people seem to do, like Sarah and Amber Craft and Sarah Scharnweber do their live streams in the evening on days they work. So I can never join theirs unless I'm off.
Mommy, where's their things?
So maybe yours will be at a time I can join. I'm curious. So you did do one. I need to go back and look for it then, because I've been writing. Usually once I finish a live stream, I go back and find another live stream to watch, so I can catch up. Because when I took the trip in May, I haven't watched any live streams that were done in May. I have not watched at all, unless I've watched them within the past week and a half, because with everything going on. Yeah, I can imagine your time's not your own right now, Tamara. I'm bad. Sweden. Holy crap, Natalie. I knew you were somewhere across the ocean from me, but I didn't know where exactly.
Mommy, how do you make a Christmas tree?
Anyway, guys, that's all I've got for today. Next week, we're going to do some more writing sprints, but hopefully I've got at least 2 people I asked to join me on stream. And the main portion of the stream will be talking about goals. We're going to be doing bi-monthly goals. We're going to be going over May, June goals, and then telling you our July, August goals. I know Tamara usually does a live stream with yes. Tamara usually does a live stream with Amy Tasakata for quarterly goals. But when I was talking with the two I invited to do a live stream with me, they're both people who don't usually do live stream, but have been shown interest in live streams in the past. So I figured I would offer it to them first. One doesn't usually do goals at all, but wants to start, and the other one does bi-monthly goals. And since quarterly goals have not been really working for me, I decided that I'd try bi-monthly goals. So we'll see how that goes. Gwen, please stop. She's using a pencil to bang on the chair. The bottom portions of the chair are metal. It's ringing. It's annoying. 17:20, that's... So it's 5 p.m. there basically right now? I'll have to do maths later to figure out what time that would be my time. But I might be able to join those. Maybe. We'll see. I'm looking forward to your live stream, Natalie. And then anyone who wants to join my live stream, you're more than welcome to. Just let me know if you want to join, and I'll send out the Google Hangout link. Also, if you don't have a cabin yet, I created a cabin. I know, Tamara, you created a cabin too. I saw I saw a notification about that today, right before I started this stream, and I was like, oops. I'm looking on the computer for the time, but I can't math right now. I haven't, except for this monster, I haven't had anything to drink. I'm still waking up, so yeah. I'll have to put it in I have the world clock, which converts stuff for me automatically, so maybe I'll cheat and do that. But yeah, anyone who's welcome, who wants to either join my cabin, join Tamara's cabin. Tamara, if you send me either one. It's 11:22 my time right now, Natalie. Says I can't math. I can't math properly. It's not my fault. I want to say, let's see. If it's 5:20 there, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You're 6 hours ahead, so midnight would be 6 my time, 6 p.m. So your live stream would be at 6 p.m. And depending on what day of the week you do it, if it's during a weekday, I won't be able to join. Because I gotta be at work at 6 p.m. So, yeah. So that's all I have for you guys today. We did 3 writing sprints, 15 minutes long. I did the Camp NaNoWriMo Tag at the very beginning of this that was originally created by Haley Bascom. And again, I'm really sorry, Haley, if I'm mispronouncing your last name. I'm really horrible with names. You're more than welcome to do that tag. I have included the questions in the info section of this live stream. So let me know if you guys are participating in Camp NaNoWriMo. I would love to know what you're going to be working on, what you're aiming for, and all that fun jazz. Tamara, yours are usually when I'm at work too, unfortunately. However, that being said, I've got a countdown on my phone for a specific reason. And it says there's 135 days left. And what that means is that I will officially be leaving Dell in 135 days. Because Dell is where I work. And then I'll be able to join all the live streams in the world. So basically, NaNoWriMo next year, I'll be able to join all the live streams in the world. And I'm quitting working at Dell so I can concentrate on getting the finalized stuff, paperwork-wise, for the move up to Montana, as well as getting everything in order, because when I move up to Montana, I'll be starting a part-time job, but I'm also going to be going full-time with writing stuff, and I'm trying to get everything ready to go. The first week of November, I will be in Las Vegas for 20 Books Vegas, which is a conference, writing conference, author, book marketing, networking conference that I'm going to. So lots of things happening at the end of this year. and it'll be interesting to see how everything goes. I am both excited and nervous at the same time because I've been working nonstop for basically, except for the 6 months before and after I was pregnant with my oldest, I have worked nonstop since I turned 15. So I've never been without a job except for that 6 months. So it's going to be odd and weird. So it is going to be an incredible journey. Yes. And I'm terrified. I'm terrified. Excited, but terrified. I'm excited about 20 Books Vegas too. I am really looking forward to that. And I'm hoping a lot of good and exciting things come out of that trip. Mostly I wanted to go because of the fact that so many people who know more about me are going, and I want to learn from these people. So, yes. Writing books is a job. And I basically work 2 full-time jobs right now because I spend just as much time writing as I do working at Dell. So, yeah, it's a full-time job. But you kind of have to publish to make money. And I'm getting to that point where I've got a lot of work to do financially in order to start publishing. And maybe I'll talk about that on a different stream. In fact, that might be another stream idea where I talk about my journey thus far and what I have left to do. Because it's been a long journey. And it's a long time coming. So, yeah, that's where I'm at. But I'm going to go ahead and end the stream now. And I will see you guys next week. We're doing our goals live stream, and hopefully I'll have a couple people joining me. We shall see. And again, if you guys wanted to join my live stream live with me and chat face-to-face-ish, you don't have to show your face. You can have your little Google image pop up and just be voice. But you're more than welcome to. Just let me know in the comments, and I will send you guys a stream the next time we're going to be talking about goals. So I will talk to you guys later. Bye. Gwen says bye too, apparently.